Hey guys, I'm back today with another video. This one is going to be brought to you by the company Iseehair. Of course, I am going to make sure to leave all of the details down below in the description area for you guys. I'm going to be showcasing a M-cap wig. It's your upgraded 9x6 lace area, and also with this lace area, it does mimic your forehead contour. You also get removable combs, you get the mini knots, and it also matches your ear shape, and then you get this removable adjustable elastic band with the company's logo on it. Now, the unit that I am going to be showing you guys today is their 9x6 HD Yaki Straight Wig. This one is in the length 24 inches. This is what it looks like straight out of the box. I like how nice and full it is looking already, and you can see those bleached knots. Now, this is what the inside of that cap construction looks like once again. Now, in the front of the lace, I felt like it was a little bit too light. So, of course, I went in with my Tailored Crowns Almond Tint Spray right at the very front of the hairline so everything could match closer to my skin. So this does come with a pre-plucked hairline. So for my ladies who hate plucking and they don't want to have to worry about that, then you should be good on this one because you're not going to have to go in and do anything extra. I'm also going to get into this parting space area, and it definitely is giving scalp. If you are not a fan of the middle part, you can definitely shift your part over and it's still going to look realistic because the lace area is so large. As far as the fit on this goes, I do feel like I kind of have to play around with the cap and move it back behind my ear in order for it to feel comfortable because I didn't want it to bend. The side wasn't too thick, and I also like that it laid down very flat. Now, I will be doing a glueless install, so I'm going to go around the very front of the hairline using my olive oil mousse and just making sure that the lace is going to blend in very well. And then once I am done adding that mousse, I'm going to go in with an elastic band so everything could dry down while I work on styling the rest of this hair. A light amount of wax at the top of this unit because I noticed a few flyaways, and of course I didn't want to be heavy with the wax because I didn't want it to come off too shiny. And then I'm going to go in with my hot comb just to kind of press everything down. I did not have to elongate the parting space because I feel like it was perfect the way it was. And then also this is laying very flat at the top, so you're not going to have to worry about any humpiness. But I also have really short hair, so my foundation underneath is super flat. The texture of this hair is not going to take any time to get it nice and sleek. However, towards the ends of the hair is where I noticed it felt the most driest. So I am going to go over those areas a few times with the flat iron. To remove that elastic band, and that is always my favorite part because I like to see how laid that lace is going to look. I'm going to go around the very front of the hairline using the hot comb with no extra product, and bam, your girl is done. Literally a 10-minute install because it didn't take any time. I did not put any serum throughout the hair. There is no powder in the parting space area, and there's no powder going on in front of the hairline because everything just blended down very well. Now, once again, this is 24 inches in length. It's 180% in density, so I feel like the density on this is really, really good. I mean, you see how nice and full it looks from the back, and it's going to make a really good ponytail. Love about the front of the hairline and the lace is that this unit does come with mini knots, so the knots are not super visible at all, and it helps everything look super realistic. And I just like how everything is laying down very flat, even if you decide to wear this glueless. Now, I do want to do a second style for you guys, and I was a little bit unsure about this. I whipped out my waver. Now, you guys know I would throw some wand curls on a unit in a minute, okay? But I said, let me see what this is going to look like waved up. And I don't usually bring this out a lot because it does take some time, but I was just curious on how it was going to look. And as you can see, okay, it's doing a little job. I do need to go in and fix up some areas, but I can see the potential. did take me some time because, like I stated, I did go in and fix up a few areas, but this is what the outcome is looking like. I like the waves. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Now with this unit, I did run across a few snags and I did receive a little bit of shedding during the styling process. But guys, make sure you stay tuned after this so you can hear my final thoughts when it comes to this unit. They're 9x6 Yaki Straight HD wig. This is in the length 24 inches. I honestly felt like this length felt a little bit longer on me. I am only 5'2", but it was definitely giving me like 26 inches. I don't know, y'all let me know. But also the density on this is really nice and full. Definitely feel it on my head a little bit more now that I added the waves in. But even with it straight, I feel like this was a good density. So if you're somebody who likes a little bit more hair on your Yaki Straight units, then you'll definitely be interested in this one. I did do a glueless install. I just added a little bit of my olive oil mousse around the very front of the hairline. I also did go in with some tint spray because it was a little bit light on me. And of course, I wanted this to look as natural as possible. However, I didn't have to go in with too many coats, especially because the lace on this is very thin, so it's easier to blend in. The line on this is nice and plucked out. I don't feel like you're gonna have to go in and do anything extra. Also, they did a really good job with bleaching the knots. I love how they're not super noticeable right here in the front because I cannot stand that when the knots are really bleached in the parting space area, but they are very noticeable up here. So I think they did a really good job. The parting space looks good. Of course, if you are not a fan of the middle part, you can definitely move the parting space around and you can do different little styles if you choose to. Now, if you decide to go over just a little bit further, you will end up running into this track, but it fits comfortably on my head. Put any powder into the parting space area. I also didn't need any powder in the very front of the hairline because everything blended in so well. Now, when it comes to the hair, I do feel like it felt a little bit dry straight out of the package. I also noticed a little bit of shedding, but once I straightened everything out, it definitely felt better, but the ends did feel dry. I did not add any serum on this hair because I knew I wanted to go in and do a second style, but I highly suggest adding some, especially if you want to keep it nice and sleek. I noticed some shorter hairs. I feel like I noticed them more, the flyaways, once I started to wave up the hair. They weren't as noticeable when I straightened the hair out. And then also the top of this lays down really flat, so I feel like you're going to be good. You're not going to have to worry about any humpiness. A little bit nervous about if this was going to wave up this way because I am used to doing a wand curler, but it actually waved up really nice. I feel like the more it drops, it's going to look very natural. Now, the back of the unit, it is not as defined as the front of the unit because I was able to take smaller sections, but in the back, you'll kind of see it off a little bit, and that's okay. But if you style this on your mannequin head, then of course you'll be able to get everything to look the same all the way around. But I actually like this style like this. You can see the deeper wave on this side and you can see it right here in the front. But when I turned around, I was like, ooh, I wish I could have seen exactly what I was doing. Of course, if you want this to hold just a little bit longer, definitely go in with some type of holding spray. But I like the soft waves because I feel like they look natural. As far as this cap on my head, I do feel my ears bending a little bit. I have pulled it back a little bit more, but my ears are bending. The cap isn't big at all. It's just the placement where I feel like it's shifting, but I can kind of scoot it over a little bit. There it goes. You guys can see my ear is red right here from it bending. But I pulled it back so it could sit. I would just have to add a bobby pin in so it doesn't end up moving further up so that my ear won't end up doing that again. But I'm not noticing any bulkiness or anything going on. I mean, it could be a little bit more snug, but I also don't feel like it's going to slide off my head. For the Yaki lovers, you are going to enjoy this. If you are feeling this unit, I am going to make sure to leave all the details down below in the description area. Once again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on those notifications, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.